just before this sort of rant and discussion starts, I just want to make you guys aware, because I didn't mention it in the main bit. There's a couple of links in the description for a petition to kind of change what I'm talking about in this video, as well as there's links where you can make a public comment sharing your opinions that goes directly to the FTC that they're apparently reading through and considering every single one. So if you want to make a comment on that post and you want to sign the petition, then the links are in the description. Other than that, hear what I have to say about the FTC and COPPA. Okay, enjoy the video, guys. How's it going, everyone? It is WilsonPlays here, and I'm not sure what you're going to be looking at in the background, but I will add it in editing, don't worry, while I'm talking, because I'm going to talk about a matter that's kind of been massive on the YouTube scene. And before anyone comments saying, but it doesn't really matter to you, you're a small channel, blah 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 blah, it does. It matters a lot. So let me get things underway by talking about, sort of what I want to talk about today. And this is not scripted in any way, this is right off the noggin. I'm not even planning this out. But anyway, so the big news in YouTube recently is the FTC and this COPPA regulation. For those of you that aren't aware, COPPA is kind of a regulation that's always been around. It's not like a brand new thing. And it was due for a refresh, as far as I can gather, in 2023. However, YouTube got into trouble with the FTC because they were collecting data from children. I'm not sure if that was accidental or on purpose, but either way, they've got in trouble for it. And basically, on monetized pieces of content, children were being sort of given adverts for things that aren't relevant to them at all. So a couple of examples I've heard is like, condom adverts, alcohol adverts, etc. Stuff that kids probably shouldn't see. And personally, speaking about that right now is fair enough to me. YouTube has... I wouldn't want YouTube collecting personal data on children personally, and I think everyone else will be in agreement with that. And it is mad and really bad of YouTube to have done that, and they deserve to have been punished. However, now let's talk about the fun and games that's coming up potentially in 2020, depending on if anything changes or not. Basically, from what I gather, content on YouTube will be thoroughly searched through on a global level. There's no targets. Everyone's a target. It doesn't matter if you're making child-friendly content on purpose or not. Everyone is in the firing line, let's say. And basically what the FTC is going to be looking for is content that could potentially appeal to children. Now, if you sat there and thought about it, maybe used a bit of common sense, sort of thought through what you think is enticing to children, you would probably automatically think, low age rating video games, let's say Nintendo or something like that, Mario, Sonic, child relatable characters and whatnot. You might think of cartoons, you might think of, I don't know, toy adverts or toy reviews or playing with toys, etc. You might automatically think of that and might automatically think that this is the only content that's going to be affected. Now, I don't know if everyone has seen this, but I've definitely seen this in my live stream dashboard and my video dashboard, that you've got to declare whether your content is made for kids or not. At this current time, I've always had the setting turned to not, because I'm playing on my channel for the most part Grand Theft Auto. What is Grand Theft Auto? It's 18 plus. It's an 18 plus game, so kids shouldn't be playing that game, nor should they be watching content on that game, right? I mean, I'm not saying that they don't, because I personally, the first time I played Grand Theft Auto, I was really young. It's just from a common sense standpoint, you would think they're not. So if you're one of the people that's marked your content made for kids, what essentially is going to happen to your videos, I believe in 2020, I don't think it's happening right now, if this all goes ahead to what is actually been stated so far, then you will lose 90% of your ad revenue. The comments won't be available on your videos, sort of You won't be able to add the video to a playlist, so playlists will be fucked over. Your videos won't be searchable, so no one, let's say if they type in, I don't know, Elmo Let's Play Part 1, I don't even know if there's an Elmo video game, but I'm just going to use it as an example. Your video might not come up if it's marked as kid friendly. In fact, it won't. That's just it. And you know, the big thing there is 90% revenue cut, and well, every bit of that is a big thing. The 90% revenue cut, you know, people that make child-friendly content sort of on purpose and are big enough to kind of make a living off it, maybe it's their living now, it's gone. 90% is going to be a lot. Let's say you make, I don't know, let's imagine, let's take a figure off the top of my head. Let's say if you make $1,000 a month, which is less than your average job, but it's like a nice pay packet, it might get you by just fine. That's all the way down to 100 if you state that your videos are made for kids. So I can hear you asking, subscribers of mine, anyone that's just stumbled across this channel that's seen a bit of my content maybe, I hear you asking, why are you making this video? Why is it important to you? Why, you know, what's the point? It's because of the rules that have been set out. Now, I'm not someone that understands these rules 100%, you know, because well nobody does, because they're stupidly vague. There are plenty of people out there that understand these rules better than I can, but in the regulations or in the little booklet that the FTC sort of sent out, a part of it says content that might be enticing to children and video games is vaguely slapped there. So really, sort of generally speaking, anyone that makes video game content is in the firing line. And you know, there's other criteria as well, but I'm talking about what's kind of important to my channel and why I'm talking about this today. So I might play Grand Theft Auto, 18 plus, sex, drugs, guns, violence, swearing, vulgar language, bits of homophobia I've heard in GTA games, anything like that. It's not made for kids, but it could still be targeted to kids in the FTC's eyes, depending on, you know, the colours that I've used in the thumbnail could be a criteria. Anything that on my channel could draw kids in. Now, I personally, right at the moment, I'm not working anywhere. YouTube is the only thing that I do, really, in terms of making money, and I don't make money. You know, I've received donations through Super Chat, which I'm more than grateful for. I love my audience. The fact that you guys hit likes and you donate and whatnot, but I don't make money. I've made £120 over the last 3 years on YouTube. That's it. Yeah, I've not been the most consistent YouTuber. That figure could have been higher, but I don't make money. Literally, I will be fully 100% clear with you guys. My estimated revenue at the moment, according to my YouTube dashboard, is $13. And because of the way Google AdSense works, I don't see any money until I make $100. So I'm literally not getting anything, which I'm fine with because I do it as a hobby. But I also monetize my content, and if my content is monetized and it is deemed to be enticing to kids, according to the FTC, I could be slapped with a $42,000 fine. $42,000. I can't even be asked to do a conversion to Great British Pounds, because obviously that's the currency that I deal with, but it doesn't take, you know, the best mathematician in the world to work out that that is a shitload of money. And that money, that fine, could easily put me and anyone I live with out on the streets. For the sake of what? I don't make any money on YouTube. I don't make any money because I'm not working at the moment. I mean, I'm looking for work. It's not that I'm putting my heart and soul into YouTube and hoping it works out. That money could put me and my family on the street. And I think the biggest thing that this has done to myself You know, I've seen many content creators do their own videos on this matter, and it's broke my heart to watch them. You can see it in their faces, you know, the look in their eyes, the facial expressions, the way that they're talking, that this is going to break them on the surface as it stands right now. And from my perspective, it's broken me as a content creator. Honestly, I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I don't want to stream, I don't want to make videos, because I'm afraid to. You know, as I said, I don't make anything from YouTube, yet I can be fined these ridiculous amounts of money because of something that is out of my control. So what am I going to do then? I'm not sure is the answer to that. Honestly, I don't feel like making content because I feel like I'm in the firing line. Arguably, common sense would suggest, and this is what doesn't. This is something that the rules set out doesn't clear up, and the fact that video games are enticed to children, it doesn't say anything about age ratings. It doesn't say anything about that. So even GTA could be one of the games that gets hit. And the GTA is pretty much the only thing that I do at the moment. So it's about 90. I'm just going to throw a number out there. About 97% of my videos on YouTube is GTA. Yet that could still be enticing to children in certain ways. So what it does to me is just it makes me want to stop. Honestly, it makes me want to stop. And for future content creators, like, I'm not going to lie. Do you know when everyone, I hope, will have heard of the Syndicate project or Syndicate? When he was in his prime, when he was doing sort of Minecraft project, he was doing his Call of Duty streams and stuff like that. That's sort of the point where I thought I might want to be a YouTuber, but I never pursued it properly, and I've never even fully pursued it. Like, even with this channel, I wasn't ever consistent enough. It's not something that I don't really do it for money or whatever. I do it because it makes me happy and stuff like that. But if there's gonna be this thing where there's, you know, multiple thousands of dollars being fined for people that do content, even if it's like GTA or whatever, that's not really made for kids, then I don't really want to do it. And like, there's other future content creators that are sat there that want to become YouTubers. They're watching their favorite YouTubers and think, I want to do this when I grow up, or I want to get into this. They simply, it's putting them off. You know, that's, you're basically crushing people's dreams. And obviously it's not. See, I don't know who's fully at fault here. Obviously YouTubers, you know, fucked up massively, and that's why they've had the big fine. That's why they're in the firing line at the moment, because I already know what people are going to say. Why not go to Twitch? Why not go to this place, that place, whatever? COPPA is fully online. YouTube is in the firing line at the moment because they're the ones that have been found out to have fucked up. Twitch could be next, in other words. Vimeo, if they even exist anymore, could be next. Even Patreon might be somewhere in that firing line. The point is, for a current content creator and for any future content creators, it's scary, but it's also very, very demotivating, and I'm not sure where I'm going to end up after, if this takes place. Like, if the FTC kind of comes out and says games that are rated above 13 will be absolutely fine, they'll be safe, then sure, I'll continue, because the games that I play on my channel are higher than that. But until that day, I'm not sure what I'll do, to be honest. I know it's a long-winded video. I've probably talked shit for the last 15 minutes, but it's all off the top of my head. I didn't want to script this in any way, and to be fair, I could probably understand the rules a bit more, and I'm not the person to look at for you to watch to be able to get a full understanding, but that's how it is at the moment. So for my current subscribers, I'm not going to vanish. You know, I have the Discord, I have Twitter and stuff like that I'm going to stay in touch with, but at the moment I'm not sure where content's going to go sort of from today onwards. So just, yeah, contact me on there if you need any sort of information or you want to have a chat or whatever, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. So thank you all, anyone that's watched. Yeah, it's a dull video, I guess. It's not positive, it's not playing games or whatever. I don't even know if you guys will have valued this video very much or think that I've talked shit for the last 15 minutes. I straight off the top of my head, I just wanted to share my opinions on the matter and whatnot. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, we'll see how everything goes, but take care, guys.